Hey everybody, welcome to the Almost Irish podcast. I am Jack, and this is Sean, sitting right next to me.
I'm not going to talk.
You're not going to talk?
I'm staging a protest against Jack.
You are?
Yes.
Oh. Well, maybe this will get you talking, Sean. I have stories of, I believe, 5 alien abduction cases that will, quote, creep you the F out. Phil.
I don't think I can be creeped the F out anymore, man. I've seen some pretty...
You've been scared straight?
No, I mean, I've just seen some videos of people, like, on the deep web and stuff. It's pretty creepy.
Well, we'll save your sob stories for another time, Sean. Alright.
No, it wasn't sob stories, it was
Wasn't the
homicidal rage stories.
Do you believe in aliens, Sean?
Do I believe in aliens? I think that aliens are humans from the future that came back into the past to correct something that went wrong.
Crap, that's deep.
That's why their heads are so big, because in the future... Our heads evolved to be that big because
that's the
really
result
smart.
of plastic surgery, and they're coming back to keep plastic surgery from existing because it gets them to look like that.
Then why does plastic surgery exist even more? I don't know what they're trying to fix, but in the future, humans' heads are going to get bigger because we're going to get smarter, so we're going to have bigger brains, and our eyes are going to get bigger just because I don't know why, and we're going to get skinnier because obviously we're all playing the computer all day. Yeah.
I believe in aliens. I don't necessarily believe they've come here, but maybe these stories will make us believe. Maybe we will be true believers.
Well, then how do you explain crop circles?
Crop circles? I don't know. I don't know. I said I don't necessarily believe they've come
I think
here.
it's just the government messing with us.
Yeah.
Obama's like, hee.
It's all a conspiracy. Alright, well, this first story is titled The Allagash Abductions. That's an intriguing title.
Just get on with the story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. In 1976, 4 friends in their early 20s went camping in rural Maine. On the second night, they noticed a very bright light, but nothing more. On the third...
Hang on, I gotta pause you right there, Jack. Okay, so imagine this. You're camping, right? You're sitting there in a tent, all good, you're sitting around the fire having a couple beers, and this bright light like the sun is up. But nothing more. See?
Yeah, shrug it off.
No, how bright was the light? Does it say?
No, it just says very bright light.
See, very bright light is like the sun. So, if you see a very bright light in the middle of the night, you... Oh my god. These people deserve to be abducted.
It never said they were smart people, Sean. Just
you think
abducted
there are 4
people.
retards out camping? I'm sorry, I shouldn't use the R word. I pledge not to use the word retarded because the word itself is retarded.
Okay.
Continue.
On the third night, they decided to try night fishing. That's always a good idea. Let's go night fishing. Are fish nocturnal?
So I think some fish
Is there any logic behind night fishing?
Well, I guess they have to have lures with LEDs on them so you can see when they bob, right?
Sure.
It's like that's how you fish. You see when the thing bobs.
Right.
So, but if the very bright light was back, they wouldn't need those,
Yeah.
If the glowing disc above the lake illuminates it, it's fine. Even if it sucks up all the water. Hell, that's even better, because then you can just pick out the fish from the lake bed.
Well,
they're just laying there flopping around.
Well, you'll like this, Sean. In the canoe...
Oh, they're in a canoe.
They noticed the bright light again.
Oh, yeah, and what they do?
One of the men used a flashlight, of course, to flash light in an SOS pattern of the light. Why do they need to be saved? Were they just trying to get the attention of the... They're making well, that's just one, but that is a huge horror movie mistake.
See, the worst part about this story is that these people are probably the first humans that these aliens have encountered. And so now they think we're all idiots. Actually, maybe that's a good thing. They won't, approach us. They'll just be like, wait.
Yeah,
guys,
we're not worth testing.
They'll come here. Yeah, they're not worth probing. So what happened? Did they get abducted? I hope so.
The light then expanded and enveloped all 4 men.
Oh.
That's the last thing they remember. They woke up, quote-unquote, back at their campsite with no recollection of what ended up happening with the light or how they got off the water. The fire they'd stoked up before they left just minutes ago, intending it to still be burning when they returned, was completely burned down to ember. I have a theory. The story's not over, but I have a theory.
Let me say something first.
I think they were all drunk and they blacked out.
Let me say something first. Smokey the Bear would absolutely murder these people. I was just in Colorado, and this is the type of people that I would kill because they don't put out the damn campfire. Anyway, continue.
I
See,
think
that's what I say. These people deserve to be abducted. They deserve to be probed like there's no tomorrow.
I think they were drunk and they blacked out.
They're probably smoking something.
And then, I don't know, they in their drunkenness and blacking outness, they poured their beer on the fire, which made it go out. That's my theory.
Jack, drunk people don't pour out beer.
Well,
that's the only flaw with your theory. That's why I think they were smoking something.
Maybe they accidentally knocked over the beer.
Yeah, but the fire's... I mean, I imagine a campfire, it's pretty big. Like, a can of beer isn't going to do that.
I'm imagining like a pitiful little sticks with a little flame. Alright, so, anyway...
No, like, imagine our fire pit out in the yard. That's what it would be like.
Maybe they had big beer cans.
Just a gallon of beer. Maybe I think that was their problem, not the abduction.
Yeah. The aftermath. Jack Wiener was the first to start having nightmares. In these dreams...
They deserve nightmares for not putting the damn fire out.
In these dreams, he saw beings with long necks and large heads. He saw the beings examining his arm, while Jim, Chuck, and Charlie, these are great names, sat on a nearby bench, not able to intervene. The beings had large, metallic, glowing eyes with no lids, and their hands were insect-like with 4 fingers. The other 3 men were experiencing very similar dreams, with short mental clips of that night on the lake. In 1988, out of curiosity, I thought it was Jack Wiener. It's saying Jim Wiener now.
Maybe
plot holes.
No, I think he was with his brother.
Yeah. The Wiener brother. The Wiener
brothers. Well, I don't know. It's like that new movie coming out called Sausage Party.
Yeah.
Whoever markets that is a genius.
Yeah. In 1988, out of curiosity, Jim Wiener attended a UFO conference hosted by Raymond Fowler. Are we supposed to know who that is? He sounds important.
I think he does stuff with chickens. That's why it's called Fowler.
Yeah.
Or he's a referee.
Wiener met Fowler afterwards and related his strange encounter. The investigator was excited about Jim's story, especially the fact that it was a multiple witness occurrence. Finally! We actually have a believable story.
Okay, we don't need to hear the aftermath of that story.
Alright, after the sessions, it was revealed that all 4 of the men had memories of being abducted, subjected to humiliating physical examinations, including the taking of skin and fluid samples.
And anal probing.
I don't think there was any anal probing.
You don't think there was, but...
Well, I don't think there... Maybe they just didn't want to tell that part. Anyway, the description of the aliens was consistent, and all 4 of these men were deemed to be mentally stable after some psychiatric examinations, and they all passed lie detector tests. I summarized that last. I went over the important. I did the important stuff.
Here's my theory, right? These people decide to go out fishing on a boat and they see a light, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the light was the ghost of Smokey the Bear, and he decided to kidnap these people, take them to his like he shrunk them down like in Alice in Wonderland, and then he got his praying mantis buddies to subject them to torment because they didn't put out their fire. Next story.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear is
a vengeful son of a bear.
Smokey the Bear's like Batman, but worse. Alright.
He's like Batman, but for fires.
The Pascagoula abduction. That's a fun name. Pascagoula. In 1973, 2 co-workers were fishing off a pier on the Pascagoula River when they heard a buzzing sound and saw flashing blue lights. More lights.
I mean, you have to track the idiots somehow. They're like moths. Pretty light.
A UFO appeared and 3 humanoid creatures dragged them on board. Inside the craft, they were examined for about 20 minutes before being levitated back to the pier. Afterwards, they went to the police station to report what happened. While the detectives left the 2 alone in the room, their conversation was unknowingly recorded. Ooh, stalker.
Did they say, like, how we totally got these losers?
Oh my god, they're so stupid. No, they say, I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. You can't make people believe. You can't make people believe. You can't make people believe. Then Calvin, the other guy, says, I don't want to keep sitting here. I want to see a doctor. Charlie says, they better wake up and start believing. They better start believing. Calvin says, you see how that damn door come right up? Charlie says, I don't know how it happened, son. I don't know. Calvin says, it just laid up, and just like that, those sun guns, just like they come out. Charlie, I know. You can't believe it. I'm changing my accents like mid-sentence every time.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you want this to be? This podcast to be?
I don't know. You can't make people believe it. Calvin, I paralyzed right then. I couldn't move. Charlie, they won't believe it. They're gonna believe it was one of these. They're gonna believe it was one of the. They're gonna believe it one of these days. Might be too late. I knew all along. There was people from other worlds up there. I knew all along. I never thought it would happen to me.
I think after the initial story, we should move on to the next one. Otherwise, this podcast is gonna be too long.
Well, it's only we're only 11 minutes in.
Yeah, but we got 3 more to go, and we started the first one like 2 minutes in.
Alright. In 1961, a married couple, both normal by all accounts and leaders in their community, were driving home from a vacation at Niagara Falls. Fancy. But what? Oh, when they saw what they thought was a falling star, but it moved around in the sky and began to grow bigger. They decided to drive slowly along the road and follow the light as it grew closer to them in the sky, eventually stopping in the middle of the highway as the object hovered only 80 to 100 feet from them. They have a pretty good judge of distance.
Well, it is a 20-foot range.
At this point, Barney Hill commits a horror movie no-no and gets out of the car to get a closer look. After seeing a craft with 8 to 11 humanoid creatures in black uniforms on it, he screamed, "They're going to capture us!" and ran back to the car, and the couple drove home.
See, he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. I mean, he got out, but, he realized his mistake after he saw them, and he shrieked. A trip that should have taken 3 hours mysteriously took 7. That's what traffic will do to you. The hills The hills could not account for the missing time. Additionally, a lot of other strange things happened, leading them to conclude they had been abducted.
So he wasn't actually smart. They actually did get abducted.
I guess so. I'll paraphrase the second part. Alright, after they got home, they had some odd sensations and impulses. Betty insisted their luggage be near the door. Their watches would never run again. Barney's binoculars had a leather strap, but that was torn on it, and he couldn't recall it tearing. The toes of his best dress shoes were inexplicably scraped. That's the worst part. Barney says he was compelled to examine his genitals in the bathroom, though he found nothing unusual. Well, I mean...
Well, who isn't... What's the word they use?
Compelled.
Compelled to examine their genitals in the bathroom every now and again.
Yeah. Don't blame him.
Why did you bring that up?
They took long showers to remove possible contamination. They drew a picture, strikingly similar.
They drew a picture. We got abducted by aliens.
They drew a picture of the aliens that were strikingly similar. Alright, then they did more psychology stuff.
Examining the genitals. I just like to hear you paraphrasing, but you included that part specifically.
Well, I mean, no, it was including all of their...
Okay, next story.
Alright. Anyway, apparently they had stories, but... Yeah, whatever.
I mean, who needs stories when you can draw a picture and examine your genitals in the bathroom?
Exactly. Alright, so, yeah, anyway. As time passed, they remember more and more of the details of their abduction. That's about it.
The aliens didn't have enough mind controlling drugs.
Alright. Never mind.
What?
No, I was going to do one, but it's a video on this. Antonio Villas-Boas. Antonio Villas-Boas was a Brazilian farmer who was working at night because it was too hot to work during the day when he saw a red star in the sky. As the light grew closer, he tried to drive away in his tractor, but it died. He then tried running away when he was accosted by 4 humanoid creatures that dragged him into the now-landed craft. They stripped him, covered him with a weird gel, and then took blood samples. This is where things get weirder. A female humanoid creature appeared. Things happened after that. Some hand motions followed that Boas took to mean that she was going to raise their child in a distant planet. This is such a fun story.
I mean, you know,
At
least when the aliens come and invade, he'll be like, "Son, where are you?" and he'll be like, the guy with like 4 arms and 3 eyes will be like, "Daddy, I'm home."
Yeah, he's safe now when the aliens invade.
Exactly.
He's got family there.
Yeah.
Alright. Then they gave him a tour of their spaceship before dropping him off. He went on to become a lawyer and have a family. If that means anything to you as to whether he was crazy. Okay.
I admire the guy because he went from like a farmer to a lawyer. That's quite a feat.
Yeah. I guess that woman changed him.
Yeah, so he needed to pay child support, so
yeah.
You know.
He's a father now.
He is.
He's a father.
Wait, did you say he had a family like with humans?
He had a human family too.
Okay. That's gonna be like awkward when you meet your half brother.
Yeah.
You're like, so what's your favorite food? Human flesh.
Oh, fun.
Not my family's though. Is that all the stories?
Yeah, it's all the stories.
All the alien stories? Okay. Good job picking them out. It was fantastic, and considering we haven't uploaded the video for, 2 months now?
Yeah, it's been a while.
No thanks to Jack.
You're so mean. Alright, anyway, I think we're going to have to end that podcast here. It's kind of short, but, you know, we've got... I hope this should be the first one of 3 days in a row of podcasts. I hope. I don't know, but that's what I'm going to try to do that.
Well, we said Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
That's what I remember. Tuesdays and Fridays. So, yeah. But then we took a 2-month break for no reason.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Go to the next podcast. We're doing a batch of 3.
Mm-hmm. Alright, see you guys later. I won't see you guys later. You guys will hear me later. You guys will hear Sean later, unless he actually goes through with the protest.
Oh, no.
You forgot to do that.
It's all good now.
Alright, good.
You know, I'll just save my homicidal impulses for when the aliens arrive.
Alright.
And everybody's, fleeing the streets, and I'll just find Jack and just smash his head, and it'll be fine.
Alright.
No worries, Jack.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
You're welcome, Jack.
I wasn't talking to you, Sean.
No, but I'll be listening.
Well, thank you for listening, Sean.
I know. I'm like half of the views that this video gets.
Alright, thanks for listening, audience. Hope you enjoyed this podcast.
I'm also half of the downvotes, so you shouldn't be thanking me.
Well, hope you enjoyed this podcast, and hope you enjoy the next one. Hope you enjoyed the previous one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.